Okay, so we just looked at the plot here. Now let's see what table does. Table is, I think we've seen the table function before, and it's going to produce a table where we have, I believe this might be the names of the columns, and this will be how many bobbleheads were sold, or not sold, were distributed for each day of the week. So let's take a look at this one. Actually, it's not how many were distributed. Bobblehead, let's go back and check bobblehead. Bobblehead is just a factor, I forgot that, and it's yes, no. So this is going to give us the different values for bobblehead here along the rows. So there's a row for no and a row for yes, the different values of bobblehead, and the columns are the different values for the ordered day of the week, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so this number represents how many this is Mondays, how many Mondays games there were with no bobbleheads, and there were 12, and this is how many there were with bobbleheads, and there were 0. And here how many on Tuesday with no bobblehead, and how many with yes. So we can see that bobbleheads were really only offered a few days of the week. 6 were on Tuesdays, 2 on Thursday, and what is this, Friday, Saturday, 2 on Saturday. Okay, so that's the table function here. Table and bobblehead versus ordered day of the week. Now, what would you get if you did this? All I did was switch them, so we should just get a more vertical looking table like that, but it's the same data. Okay? Okay, let's go back to the code again. And here we're doing the same thing that we did with days of the week. We're creating an ordered month variable, so we don't need to go through that again. And again, he just does the same thing in terms of making it a factor and giving it labels, which we haven't seen the labels yet. Okay, and then he's going to make a plot for this. So let's take a look at that. So this is going to be ordered month and attendance divided by 1,000. So basically the same kind of plot that we saw before. It doesn't like it. Why not? Oh, because I forgot to run the ordered month code. I forgot to run this code first, so there's no ordered month variable. So it doesn't find that object, it said, right? It says object ordered month not found, because I didn't create it yet, so I'll create it, and then I'll run that code. Where is it? I guess I have to do it all again. So here it is. Let's see if it works now. Okay, so he's running a box plot. Okay, so actually yeah, it's a box plot, right? Now the reason it's a box plot is because, where is it? Where am I running it? Where'd it go? Yeah, right here. The reason it's a box plot is because ordered month is a factor. So it comes out as a box plot. Now what happened in the last time was I forgot to create a factor. I don't think I ran this last time before I did the plot, which was here, and so it didn't treat it as a factor, and so it doesn't display as a box plot. In other words, it still thought of these as numbers, and so I think I didn't run that. Okay, this part here. I didn't create this factor. So if I had done that, it would also do a box plot. So if it's a factor, then R will run it as a box plot. If it's not a factor, R won't run it as a box plot. That is, the plot function will revert to a box plot when this is a factor, when the x-axis is a factor. So we get this graph, and this shows, again, as we've seen before, the months of the year, and for example, we see that June has very high attendance. And again, this shows us that the months of the year might be useful in when we build a model. The months of the year might be useful to include in the model, because attendance depends on the month of the year. So that will be a good predictor. Okay, next we're going to build we're going to use this XY plot, which I'm not really familiar with, but we'll just take a quick look at it, and then we'll move on to the modeling.